Hi, I'm Dan Pendleton.
And I'm Laura Ganley, and we're large whale researchers in EcoMap at the New England Aquarium. We're going to talk today about what we do when we're not doing field work.
What you're seeing here is a prediction from a habitat model. This map shows us predictions of how likely it is that whales will occur in a particular time and place. In this example, whales are more likely in the orange and yellow areas and less likely in the black areas. The white dots are where whales actually occurred and were observed, so you can see that this prediction map turned out to be pretty accurate.
We're going to talk with you about how we use sightings collected during aerial surveys to produce maps like this for the purpose of conservation. If you watched last week's Blue Planet Science series, you heard about how the aerial team collects data on where the whales are. So at the end of a flight, we know where the whales were in the small area that we covered. You can think of the data from aerial surveys as a snapshot in time of a whale's life. But the ocean is big, so we can't cover the whole thing, and we can't fly all the time due to bad weather and night. However, our ultimate goal is to understand not only what we did see, but what we did not see. To understand this, imagine if your phone collected your location once a week, and then a tech giant tried to use those data to make predictions about where you might be, when you might be there, and what you might be doing during the times when your phone isn't collecting data. So how would the tech giant make these predictions? Well, the blanks in between the location hits on your phone may be filled in if the tech giant knew something about your environment. For instance, if they know your habitat experienced a heat wave in the intervening days between hits, maybe they would predict you would be in the vicinity of your favorite ice cream shop for some of the time, or laying around by your pool. We do the same thing with whales. Knowing things about the environment can help us fill in the blanks for times and areas when we don't see them.
How do we know what the environment was like in the vicinity of whales? One option is to get out on the water in a boat and measure the water using scientific instruments. However, this is extremely costly and it can also be dangerous to do for extended periods of time. The alternative that members of EcoMap often use is to rely on Earth orbiting satellites and ocean models. Government agencies like NASA and NOAA have buildings full of scientists who build, launch, and manage satellites to measure Earth's environment. The broader community of scientists also run computer models to estimate variables that cannot be observed from satellites with high precision. In EcoMap, we use many of these data sources to see what ocean conditions were like during our surveys, between our surveys, and both inside and outside of the area we surveyed. The animations you're seeing now represent sea surface temperature. These types of measurements are only possible using satellites and computer models of ocean dynamics. Using the data behind these and other animations, we can link our sightings of whales and our non-sightings of whales in both space and environmental characteristics of the ocean. Like birds and many terrestrial mammals, many migratory whales must follow the seasons, heading toward the poles to find food in the summer and toward the equator during winter to give birth. Linking the ocean environment to our survey data helps us understand what drives these seasonal whale migrations. In EcoMap, we essentially take two pieces of a jigsaw puzzle and unite them using statistics and modeling. One puzzle piece is the whale sightings from the surveys, the other puzzle piece is the environmental data. We combine these two pieces to fill in the picture of where and when whales might be located, and where whales might overlap with human uses in the ocean.
Government agencies who manage commercial use of the ocean, such as shipping, fishing, aquaculture, and energy extraction, need predictions of where and when endangered whales are expected to be on both short and long time scales, so humans can make use of ocean resources while continuing to protect wildlife from conflicts between human activities and whale habitat. The work we do in EcoMap is focused on supporting marine conservation efforts and reducing risk to marine mammals by providing a sound scientific basis to promote responsible human use of the oceans.